Guten Tag. I'm Marcus. I'm your tour guide. Just a quick video here. I recorded the other video where I go through, assess the priorities in your vision and the Sunday planner on the next video. But I wanted to go through a couple other things here. Before that, I've been a business analyst for over 25 years and a high performance coach. I've owned businesses for over 30 years. During that time, I've developed thousands of programs and systems, and I've gotten run pretty decent at it. Now, go through here in these videos, when I first started doing this, it's always been one-on-one for me now. This whole deal in front of the camera is, a different animal. And when I started here a month or so ago, starting to do these, I sucked. I just sucked, and then I kept at it and stuff, and I got to where I was horrible, and then I got to where I was just bad, and now I'm to the point where I'm, not so good. But I'm going to keep at it, and eventually I'll get to, where I'm adequate, and then I'll get to average, and then I'll get to decent, and then good, and then eventually I'll get to excellent. So that's, one of the things we talk about in the W.I.N system here. We've got a whole module on this, is quantity versus quality. Just a quick note, you can't have quality unless you first have quantity. You have to be repetitive. Like Tony said, repetition is the mother of skill. So that being said, this is the W.I.N system, and a lot of other things that this come up, and I've run into this for the last I don't know how many decades and stuff, is people have imposter syndrome. If you think you're the only one with imposter syndrome, let me give you, you're wrong. There's lots of them. Steve Jobs has a good saying here. Let's listen to Steve.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
That about says it all, doesn't it? Threw in another video here. This video is really old. It's like 25 years old, so some of the people you see in there, you may not even recognize them, but it's still the best video. It's about 8 minutes long. If you want to get motivated in the morning, listen to this every day. It'll get you going. It's really an excellent video. So real quick, so here's the peak system, the W.I.N system, and we're going through here, and we're doing the assessment, the priorities, your master vision and your why, and then into your vision. And like Tony, clarity is power. Once you get clear on what you want, then you start doing your targets, and we get into all these other programs in the W.I.N system, and go through here all of these programs. Now I'm going to throw the time tracker and the routine maker on as another part of the deal, just to show what the thing can do. And so here's the menu for the W.I.N program. As you can see here, it's a fairly substantial program. Now one of the things in here, you can see it's a big ass program, excuse my French. Computer's a little slow today. Lots of links in here. No matter where you're going, no matter what you're working on, it takes you back and forth. The navigation is easy. It took a little while to get it done, but we got it done to where it works. Now the last thing that I wanted, no, not the last thing, doing your vision and stuff. Michael Jordan is actually the one that said this. You're gonna have times where you just don't feel like doing what you need to do. And you're supposed to. Ask yourself this question: what will be the outcome if I don't do this? And make it horrible, make it negative, make it, something that's going to get you off your rear end and go do what you don't want to do. So there it is. If you have any questions, watch the next one where I walk you through the assessment, the priorities, and the vision. One of the things that I forgot to do on the assessment when I was talking about this, when you're doing your deals here on what you need to do, and you're rating yourself and stuff, down at the bottom here, after you fill out these, okay, here's where you're at, here's where you want to be, and this is the point where now if you're over 70%, you're in pretty good shape. Most of the people that do this, and like I said, we've done this in lots of different businesses over the years and stuff, and most people grade around 40 or 50%. So if you're over 70%, you're doing pretty good. But again, you have to do these exercises assessing who you are, what your priorities are, before you can get to the point where you're going to do your vision. Because if your vision doesn't match up with who you are and what your life's priorities are, you're not going to get to the good whys. That's just the way it is. So thanks for your time. We'll see you at a later date, and stay tuned. We'll have the routine maker coming up here shortly.